Hi, my name is Anirudh Narayan and welcome to Masterlife. In this video, I actually want to give you a framework on how to get a job even when times get really tough. We're just coming out of a lockdown, right? We're seeing companies lay off people. We're seeing a disproportionate number of people applying for a small number of jobs. But that being said, in the tech sector, we're seeing a lot of activity. We're seeing acquisitions take place. We're also seeing companies like Facebook, Google, Apple looking to hire great talent. Right? So there are sectors today that are looking to hire, and I want to give you a framework where you can stand out. So the first thing you got to do is flip your perspective, right? It's very easy for me to say, okay, I'm going to apply to 7,500 companies. I'm going to apply for a job. And what are you essentially doing is you're trying to sell yourself. Versus, I want you to flip your perspective in the way of how can I help this company scale, or how can I help this company grow given my current skill set? How do I think like an entrepreneur? How do I think like a consultant? Because when you go into that conversation, you'll start thinking about these are the things that they can do to improve their business. So the first step for you to do is flip your perspective. Second, pick 5 companies that you really want to work with. Not 100, not a 75, 5 companies. One of the mistakes that I made when I was growing up, I remember I just graduated from my grad school and I applied to 75 companies and I didn't hear back from anybody. And I must have sent my resume out, I must have sent an email and said, listen, I'm really interested to work with your company. But I realized I actually didn't do much research about the company. And I didn't get a call back. It took me 3 to 6 months to get a job and I was disheartened. I felt very rejected. And I decided that day I'm never going to apply to a company again. Okay? So the first thing I want you to do is from those, if you're deciding to apply to 75 companies, apply to 5 companies. Pick 5 companies that you really like to work with. You like their mission statement, you like the space they're in, you've heard some good things about them, and maybe there's a positive growth trajectory that you see about them. Once you've picked these 5 companies, I want you to do exhaustive research about the company. Who have they hired recently? Who are their competitors? What kind of products are they creating? What are some of their marketing activities that they've done recently? What are some of the things that they can do to improve their product? Because once you kind of do that research, first, it really helps you get into a conversation in a more well-prepared manner. And second, you feel like they're actually doing a good job across the board. Now comes the point where you have to stand out. So once you've done that research and once you've picked these 5 companies, pick that one company that you feel that you can create an exhaustive plan on how they could scale. So for example, if you're a marketer, you should come up with a marketing plan of how this company could scale from $10,000 to $100,000. If you're a product person, can you come up with a list of all the things that they can do to enhance their product? Is there a new product that they could launch and you have created a plan on how they could launch that product? Is there a way that you have collected customer feedback and you can say this is something that they could incorporate into their product? Similarly, if you're a tech person or HR person, what are some of the initiatives that they can take so that they can improve as a business? Create that exhaustive plan and make it seem like you've put in that effort. You're creating a presentation. Maybe you created like 8-9 pages of it. Okay, and once you've created that plan, the next step is I want you to email the founders directly. Don't email the HR person, don't email the recruiting head. I want to email the founders directly, find their email address online and tell them, hey, listen, this is how I think you can improve your business and I've attached a plan that you should check out. And usually what will happen is most founders are like, oh my God, someone actually put in this effort. Let me put you in touch with the right person that can take this forward. The final bit is if they don't respond, I want you to follow up with them. Follow up with them 3 times. Imagine every founder is receiving maybe 100, 150 emails a day. And if you did something like that for Masterlife, we're looking to hire dev people, we're looking to hire product people, right? If you created a plan and you share it with me via email, I'd be pretty ecstatic. I'm like, oh my God, someone actually put in that effort. And I would definitely like to speak to them. And I remember this is something that worked for me when I was in the US and I would apply for, let's say, consulting gigs. So I want you to try it, and here's a worksheet that's attached that you can check out for you to actually create a plan for yourself to apply to other companies. Hope that helps.